I think Luka Doncic totally flips this matchup against Denver. For everybody that doesn't know now, we're now 3-0 against Denver since Luka Doncic has been a Los Angeles Laker. Now, I do know that Jokic didn't play last night, obviously, but also Reeves didn't play. But I think of the upper echelon teams in the Western Conference, I've been saying this. I think the best shot the Lakers have is against Denver. And I think because that series will turn into an offensive series. Who can stop who? Who can outscore?
Luka in January is shooting 38% from three. Dudes like Real Talk was real loud when he was playing like trash. And now he's been hooping again. And I ain't heard a peep. Get loud now. Welcome back, 77.
So you clearly don't.
Let's go.
You clearly don't follow me on Twitter. But I mean, fairs, I guess.
But
no,
Luka's on the show,
back
Real
playing.
Talk. You said when he starts playing well, I'm gonna be right there.
You just say that.
Yeah, it just so happens to happen instantly, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? And whatnot. I think Luka Doncic has definitely been playing back to tier 1 S tier superstar levels here recently. Even last night, I know Mars just wants to say, well, he's making threes now. But last night to me was one of the best games he's played all season. And he was 3-9 from three. It was only 33%. So it's not just that, right? So number one, he only had 3 turnovers last night. Let's start there. Let's start over with what's the new term we've coined, the glaze shake turnover
economy. Economy.
Yeah. So he's had the ball that much.
What? What is that called?
Yeah.
Turnover economy.
Turnover economy. What the hell is that? I gotta learn some other shit now.
What does that mean? What is it? Hold on. What does that mean, right quick?
Less turnovers, goods. Basically, the Tyus Jones effect. So Spreadsheet FC has gone. Assist to turnover ratio used to be no one cared about assist to turnover ratio, overrated, blah blah blah. And now we've done a 360.
Turnover.
No, 180. 180.
Like a low
180. We've done a 180. Turns out, not turning the ball over, good. Like people have been saying for millenniums.
Huh.
Absolutely. So the first quarter,
when has not turning the ball over been not good?
Well, that is true.
Put me onto that.
It's just new terms for the same stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I'm following you. Go ahead.
But the first quarter,
y'all gonna give Drench a heart attack.
Word, I was just about to bring him up.
Are they not good turnovers?
Denver comes out and they're blazing. They can't miss from three. I'm pretty sure they hit like 9 threes in the first quarter. And the only reason why we were still even a foot in that game or even still in the game is because Luka Doncic starts the game like 6 for 6 from the field himself, or 7 or 7 or something crazy like that. Has a monstrous first quarter to keep us in the game. And then I want to give credit to that bench unit and LeBron as well, because when he checked out of the game, LeBron and that bench unit was able to get the game within like 2 or 3 points. So shout out to them for that. But I just loved how Luka played last night. I think the passing and playmaking was phenomenal last night. I think the connection between him and Jackson Hayes, at this point, I'm dead as just ready to start Jackson Hayes over DeAndre. I just think that he's a better fit with Luka Doncic. I'm sorry. And I've looked at the numbers.
So why not bring Luka off the bench to play with Jackson Hayes?
Okay.
How about that? How about that for an idea, Moss? How about that? Let's do that.
By the way,
let's do that.
That
sounds like a great idea.
Minor stuff. Can we kill that now?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we can definitely kill that. But when I looked at it, the minutes with Luka and Jackson Hayes, they have a better offense than Luka and DeAndre Ayton. And then they're also a better offense and defense with the 3 combination of Jackson Hayes, Luka, and Austin than the 3 combination of Ayton, Luka, and Austin. I just think that play finishing above the rim that he has, I think he's a little bit better defensively as well. He's more active. He's more aggressive player as well. He's not as soft as DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton is definitely a more skilled player than Jackson Hayes, no doubt about that. But as far as like aggressiveness, physicality, and verticality to go along with Luka Doncic, I definitely prefer Jackson Hayes at this point. Marcus Smart played a well of a game himself, by the way, hit some huge shots, played really good defense. And I also just want to say that I think Luka Doncic totally flips this matchup against Denver. For everybody that doesn't know now, we're now 3-0 against Denver since Luka Doncic has been a Los Angeles Laker. Now, I do know that Jokic didn't play last night, obviously, but also Reeves didn't play. But I think of the upper echelon teams in the Western Conference, I've been saying this. I think the best shot the Lakers have is against Denver. And I think because that series will turn into an offensive series. Who can stop who can outscore who, right? And I also think that the type of athletes Denver have, I think the Lakers can bowl better against them than some of these quick and fast teams like the Rockets, San Antonio, OKC. I think the Lakers struggle more with speed than size and physicality. Now, I would obviously still say that Denver should be the favorite in the series. So don't get me wrong. I think Denver should win that series if they were to match up. I'm saying of the best teams in the West, I think that the Denver matchup is our best matchup because I don't think they can guard Luka Doncic whatsoever. I think that LeBron James will also be able to get his offensive game off, and Austin Reeves will be as well. And I think we can get into a Gunner series, and we'll see.
This is the same Denver team that has upgraded everything that they needed to upgrade to be a better unit. And they upgraded at the 5 spot. They upgraded at the backup spot. They upgraded their bench. In addition to upgrading their bench, Jamal Murray has been playing fantastic. And they don't have their hub and their best offensive player. So now you want to get into
we beat them with Jokic.
You did beat them with Jokic, and the game plan with you beat them with Jokic with a game plan which nobody had seen at that point, which was keep the ball away from Joker, and it worked. I'm not going to argue that point, real talk. It did work at that particular. It did work at that particular time. But now we're talking about a team in Denver who, when you see them again, if you see them in the playoffs, they're going to be way different in May or way different in April than they are right now, right? So I'm looking at a better. I'm looking at a better defensive unit. I'm looking at a better rebounding team come. Come April. I'm looking at guys being faster, which you don't have, by the way. You don't have those athletes. And on top of that, when we get into the playoffs, we get to exploit all of your all of your flaws. So the stuff that guys like Vando are doing, which Vando gave me some solid minutes yesterday. He might not have scored a lot, but he did provide some defense. He did provide some rebounding, which I really like. But when we get into the playoffs, we're gonna exploit stuff like that. We're gonna put him in mismatches, right? We're gonna make sure, and on top of putting him in mismatches, we're gonna make him have to shoot the ball. And we're going to close out and make sure that he doesn't have a choice but to shoot the ball and play himself off the floor. Same thing like Rui. Rui is really good in the mid-range, right? Rui is really good at shooting the basketball at the long ball line. And Rui is really good in transition. The Lakers are going to have to run, which you don't really have the athletes to do that because Denver's going to run. So, I mean, I know how you feel about your boys, but yeah, I think I'm looking at a completely different team come April or May, and good luck.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the check throw smoke and the host go ham. You ain't never seen hoops out here did raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. This that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.